Gonna need some waters today. It is hot. Nah. Take some Mountain Dews. There we go. Today, we are going to be putting Mason's transmission cooler in the bed, and he has made the decision that we are going to put it towards the back here. We're going to make a mount for it where it can catch some air. I don't really know how exactly we're going to build it, but that is probably going to be most of the video tonight. We may have to run to town and get some stuff because we're low on fabricating material stuff, so looks like it's probably going to go somewhere like that, and then it'll be able to pick up air. I don't know if you guys ever watch Mythbusters, but they actually test it, you know, to see how basically air will flow through the bed of a truck, and it'll go over and then it'll come down. So we're gonna put it right there, and it's not like it's taking up any bed space. I mean, realistically, he uses this thing for absolutely nothing truck bed related wise. So that is gonna be the project for tonight, guys. See what we can get figured out here. We have our two pieces here cut. These are going to be the main pieces of the frame that will actually bolt down to the bed. And basically this cooler is going to go on a brace that kind of runs like that at an angle. So we've just got to take a little bit of this, trim it up so that way that'll sit slush or flush. We'll just go ahead and trim all that off right there. That way that'll sit nice and flush. There's not a gap back here. And then we will trim these and run a piece of that 2-inch C-channel at an angle that way, and yeah, at that point, I mean, it'll pretty much just be drilling some holes and bolting it, welding it all up, bolting it to the bed. Probably hit it with some black spray paint before we do anything else at that point. Pretty much show you how we cut that, and we'll be able to fill these gaps, weld it up real quick. Just got to do it to that one, nice and cleaned up, and then that'll sit like that, and then we'll make another piece to go across this way. Okay guys, now we got these all welded up. So we'll just wait on these to cool down, then we're gonna run brackets across the side there. Okay, we got these things all welded up. I ended up cutting this gap completely wrong. It looks horrible on the camera, but it's honestly not that bad. Once you get some spray paint on that, it's not like it's bulging out real bad. You won't even know. So yeah, these are all pretty much completely done. Definitely good enough for the purpose that they're going to serve. So yeah, now we're going to just kind of probably dry fit it, get it mounted where it's going to go, and then we will hit it with some spray paint probably real quick, and then while the paint is drying, we will just go and run the lines on the truck real quick. We're just using Air Dog hose. It's just a 1/2-inch fuel line. I've used it for transmission lines on pretty much anything that I put one of these coolers on. This is the stuff that comes with it, you can use. It's like a softer material, but this is just 1/2-inch ID Air Dog hose, and it works perfect for transmission lines. it lasts a long time. It's not like it swells up or anything like that. So we've got both these sat in here. We're just kind of trying to dry fit everything before we start drilling holes, and we're gonna see. Basically, this cooler is gonna sit in here like this, and then we'll run the lines. We got these 90-degree fittings here. Run them like that for that 1/2-inch hose. We got these fittings here that'll push lock into the trans hose or the fuel line. Run those up through that hole right there that's already in the bed. We already got this hole in the bed up here from where we did the fuel system. So we'll just sneak them down through there. Probably, since the wheel well isn't in the truck, find a way to secure those lines. I've seen a couple people ask why this truck doesn't have the tub still in it, and it's not like we cut them out because we thought it was gonna, you know, make the truck light or anything like that. It's just that they had rust all over them, and this is a nice bed. Like, there's no rust on this bed anywhere, so what's the point of letting it just keep traveling to the floor? We just cut them out really quick. You can see where it started to get into the floor a little bit, so we just went ahead and cut them all out. And he actually has some plastic liners that we want to stick in here, basically whenever it's, you know, racing, and whenever he's driving it, make it so he can put these removable plastic liners up in it, and then you can take them out. And heck, it's honestly, I mean, if you need to get down here and do something, I don't know, I guess it doesn't really make it any easier to work on it anyway, but that's the reason why we cut the liners out of the bed, just so that way you guys know. So yeah, those will go just like that. Start getting some holes drilled. Okay guys, we got this thing pretty much completely mocked up. You mount me, I try to pet you and you run away. We got this thing pretty much mocked up. Went ahead, just made sure the lines and everything are gonna fit. And it looks like it's going to. We just got self-tappers in there for now, but I do have some bolts we'll put in it here in a second. We just want to mount it to the bed and verify that it's good before we go any farther. So yeah, that's where we're at for now. So we just got done powder coating the trans mount, or the trans cooler mount. So just got her all finished up here. That's pretty much the finished product. We did end up putting this piece of angle iron in here, or C-channel in here, because it just felt really flimsy the way it was, and we couldn't really find out a good way to cut this so that way that was a closed gap. But we really honestly just don't care. We just don't care, because it's meant to hold the transmission mount, and it's gonna do that fine. I mean, it's just kind of the way that it is. So that's, yeah, I don't really know a better way to put it other than we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time chopping up C-channel to make it look perfect, whenever that's gonna be everything that it'll perform. Exactly, that's what I was looking for. So yeah, now we just got to come over here once it's dry and drill some holes in the bed, get it mounted, and we will start running the lines. I don't know if we're going to get that done tonight, because we still have to wire up the pump, but I don't know, we may. It's not that late, but we'll just see. Got country boy Corey here hanging up his head, his insulation here, keep the heat off of the hood. He's just zip tying it up real nice. We got Mason's cooler over here, cooler bracket, all painted up. Just waiting on it to dry, and then we're going to, it's actually almost dry. We're probably good, Mason, to start putting this back on, or start getting it mounted anyways. So set that on the truck, and then at that point we'll be good to start running the lines, get some good hardware to go through there, send her on the way. what we got going on. Going to get the mail. Yeah, Corey got here with his genius ideas and convinced us that we should probably just move this cooler a little farther up. I tried moving it over there in front of the air dog and it just looked kind of silly, but right here, if we were to set this fan up to pull air, there's a hole right here already in the bed, so it would be pulling the air coming underneath the truck, would run up through there. We'd have to hook this line right here, this big 5/8 line, and run it underneath this, but that's not a big deal. Just kind of bolt it just like that. That's probably what we're gonna do. I think that looks the best. Full race package.